Today's video, we're going to be checking out the Quantum Mechanics Q-Fig Tunes. This is Pinky and the Brain taking over the world. If you're curious as to how tall Pinky and the Brain stand, we'll take it to the tallest of the two, that would be Pinky, and the tape measure tells us that this Quantum Mechanics Q-Figs stands roughly 4 inches in height. Depicted here, we see both Pinky and Brain standing on top of what is, my likely guess, a new devised plan that the Brain has devised and has drawn it all out over this schematic blueprint, and then you have the two standing on top of it. Flip it upside down, you've got Pinky and the Brain taking over the world, Q-Fig Tunes, Quantum Mechanics, QMx, the website, www.qmxonline.com. Also indicated on the underside of the statue, it says adult collectible not intended for use by children. Quantum Mechanics have really captured the likenesses on both these characters. You've got the scheming, deviant nature of the Brain plotting his master plan down below, and I love the expression on his face. And then, of course, you've got Pinky on the back. He has absolutely no idea what's going on. And I think rightfully so. He's got his hand up to his mouth. Just no idea what's happening here. But I think they look exquisite, and they look exactly like how they did in the show. Almost even to scale, if you somewhat think about it. I mean, judging by the size of my hand to Pinky and the Brain here, they are fairly, I guess, 1-to-1 scale in some regards. They got some really great paint to them applied, both in the pinks and the whites of Brain here, and then just that pop of blue that you've got on the top of, well, in Pinky's eyes there. Panel lining has been kept very, very limited here. Really only to the eyeball pupils are about the only place where there's black. The rest of the colors lend itself closer to just how do they look in the cartoon. So you've just got the more paler white and then the pinks of the tails and hands and whatnot. Adding the additional blue to the blueprint schematics, I think we'll go with schematics on this one, adds that necessary bit of pop of color that otherwise, I think if they had just kept it to a neutral black base, I don't think the characters, though as good as they would be still, I think they showcase a lot nicer on the little folded, crimpled up schematics here. I really like the flow of it as well, so it's not just a flat, flat base sort of thing. It's kind of got its a life of its own with some additional curls and creases, and I love how it frays itself and comes up as Brain is holding the schematics in his hand here. It's a really nice showpiece. It's not overly heavy either. None of really the Q-Figs are heavy in nature. These are also not removable either, and nor do they have any sort of posability. But really what you get as a trade-off, though, is a fantastic likeness of some of my favorite characters from cartoons. I was more familiar with the Q-Figs for the comic book properties. Quantum Mechanics have done Q-Figs for a bit now, both in DC and Marvel characters. It's kind of fun now that they're branching off into Toon characters as well. Now with Pinky and the Brain done, hopefully we can maybe see some more characters from Animaniacs and maybe some of the other cartoons that existed around that time frame. Strictly speaking, from Pinky and the Brain, I think the likenesses are spot on. They kept the paint very minimal on them, so they look a little bit more like their cartoon counterparts instead of adding, excessive shades and stuff like that. And they've kept it, again, very minimal. I love the schematic base, so to speak, that the two characters are standing on. Just adds a little bit extra depth to an otherwise really fantastic looking sculpt on the two. If you guys are interested in checking out some more from the folks over at Quantum Mechanics, I'll put the information down below to their website. Like I said, they've covered Q-Figs in the past, a lot of those really more being the comic characters than Toon characters, so really thrilled when I had the chance to pick up and review the Pinky and the Brain here. Today we were having a look at the Quantum Mechanics Q-Fig Tunes. This was Pinky and the Brain taking over the world. Brain probably would be taking more so over the world, and Pinky would likely, thwart that inadvertently. If you guys haven't had a chance yet to hit that little subscribe button down below, don't let these two plotting characters ruin that for you. You'll never miss a beat when you hit that little subscribe button down below. Of course, more videos will be coming soon to this channel, so stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.